Hello YouTube. So it is after midnight on Sunday night, and tomorrow I start my new job because I said that I was going to give you updates and I have really not. So this is a long overdue update. But it is 12:40 in the morning, and I have to be up bright and early, and I'm sort of terrified. Yeah, so this last week I bought a whole bunch of new clothes, like a whole ton of new clothes, because I had like zero office appropriate attire, because I have not worked in an office for like 7 years. So I bought new clothes. I got new hair. Check that out. Sort of blonde. Lots of highlights. Cut a lot of length off. See? Went and got my nails done today. That's showing up a lot pinker than it is. It's much more of a red, but, you know, so got my face washed and my night cream on, and I am, gonna try to get some sleep so that I'm not a complete zombie for my first day. But I'll be up, like I said, bright and early. I have to be there at 9, so I'm gonna get up at like 6:30. So I have plenty of time to wake up and get coffee and breakfast and freak out and, you know, do my makeup and my hair and get dressed and pick out an outfit, you know, not in that order, the other way around. But yeah, so pretty exciting. I'll try to make a couple of these like little videos, and then my plan is to like sort of string them all together. But tomorrow I'll talk a little bit about the like the coming out process and talking to my manager and you know, sort of how I got from there to here. So anyway, talk to you later. Well, here we are at 6:30. I said I was gonna get up too damn early, and it turns out I was right. So now I have to get up, get some coffee, become a person, and start getting ready to go. Whew, big day. Alright kids, see you later. Well, kids, because I am wise, it is now 8:13. I'm supposed to leave at 8:30, and I had to take a late shower, and now my hair is sort of all kinds of flyaway, so I'm gonna have to try to smack that down with a hair straightener. Also, I have no makeup on my face, so I don't think 8:30 is gonna happen, but I have to be there by 9, so I am really hopeful for 8:45. Okay, I'll let you know how it goes. Bye. Well, as you might be not the least bit surprised to learn, I'm running late. I was supposed to leave at 8:45 at the latest. It's now 8:53, and I'm not going to make it by 9 o'clock. So I am doing the best that I can, and I have no idea what I'm going to be walking into. So the way this all worked out is that they contacted me because I got contacted by a recruiter. So they reached out to me under my old name, because that's where I had all of my resumes and everything out online. So I went ahead and interviewed with, you know, a shirt and tie and boy mode and using my old name. And when they made me an offer, that's when I said, okay, well, here's the deal. So I am a trans woman, and, you know, I don't want to start a new job as a man because I don't want to be surrounded by men again. Thinking that I'm one of them, because it can get kind of gross. But regardless, you know, I said I'm a trans woman, and I would like to start with your company on day 1 under my proper, you know, name and pronouns and presentation. And is that going to be a problem? And it's a fairly big company, so they have a good track record of diversity and inclusion initiatives and equal rights policies and protections. So, you know, I thought this was the right move, and it's not something I could do in my old job, but something I could do here. So, they said, let me check into it, and came back to me and said, okay, yeah, your offer obviously is still good, and we can make sure that, you know, in our systems you have the proper name and email address, so you're not outing yourself every time, you know, you email us, or email someone, because all of their email addresses are first name, last name. So if it was boyname.lastname at company.com, I was always going to get outed every time I sent an email to someone, so I didn't want that. They confirmed that that is the case. My badge, my desk plate, my, you know, everything is going to have the proper name and pronouns in the system and everything else. So I was like, okay, well, let's do this. So I get a phone call on Thursday, because they want to have a conversation on Friday, because I'm, of course, the first trans employee in the department, and the first person who's transitioning that my manager has to manage, so they're really concerned about, you know, getting it right. And it wasn't what I wanted to happen was to come in and, you know, not tell anyone that I'm trans, and then if it comes up, it comes up, but whatever, no big deal. And, you know, because I can sort of pass mostly, but, you know, I'd rather not be, you know, the trans employee. I'd rather be, you know, just another woman employee. So they weren't entirely comfortable with that, because they were afraid that there was going to be, you know, sort of a whisper campaign kind of thing, because the industry I work in is a really small industry. So anytime you start a job, you will either be working with someone you've worked with before, or working with someone who has worked with someone you've worked with before. So already I know that one of my teammates is still in contact with my previous manager's manager. So, you know, that's a grapevine that's gonna traverse back, and I interviewed with that guy, so he already knows that I'm trans. So because there are a couple people on the team who already knew that I'm trans, they wanted to have some, like, huddle sessions where they grabbed everyone together and in, like, 3 individual groups and had a conversation about, hey, we have a trans employee starting, and you need to treat her with, you know, dignity and respect, and, you know, don't use her old name if you know it, and, you know, like the basic stuff, you know, respect your pronouns, and don't ask questions that you wouldn't want to answer, yourself, you know. So, I have no idea how those conversations went. And I'm not really excited that they had those conversations, because it automatically, you know, outs me from day one, and that's not something that I wanted. But, you know, here we are. So, oh my God, it's so hot in here. So, pardon the fan sound. Yeah, so here we are. So I'm about to start my first day of work. I'm like 5 minutes away from the office now. And I only barely made it in time, as far as getting ready goes. I wanted to take a shower last night. That didn't happen. I wanted to get to bed early. That didn't happen. I slept like hell. So, you know, everything you need to do for first day of work. Also, you know, here's a definite do. Try out a new makeup look, you know, before your first day at work, and don't practice at home, you know, the night before or anything like that. That's you know, that's just the way I roll, I guess. Don't try this at home, kids. So come on, buddy. Mama's running late. So, okay, I think that's all. I'll check in, you know, as I can throughout the day, and let you know how my first day is going, but it's sort of terrifying this far. Okay, bye, kids. Well, kids, day 1 is on the books, and I survived, and it was actually really pretty great. I spent most of the day with my manager, But I got to meet my teammates, and he took me on a tour of the facilities, and I got to meet a whole bunch of other people, and everyone was super awesome. There was only one instance where my dead name came up, which was like, he was trying to put in a service request for my like password reset or something, and when I gave my work ID on that particular system, it popped up with my dead name. But he is going to call on his way home and try to make sure that, you know, that gets addressed so that it doesn't happen again. And he was really bothered by it, and he corrected the guy on the other end of the line and was like, no, it's Brin, blah, 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 blah. So it was, you know, it was nice to feel like someone had my back at work, which, I didn't know how much I could rely on going into this. So, you know, this went way, way better than I feared it would. And it went about as well as I could have hoped it would. So, you know, I'm excited. The work is going to be interesting. It's going to be a bit more of a challenge than work that I've had in the past. But that's getting into sort of nitty-gritty details that nobody gives a shit about. So, you know, I'm really excited. I'm one of only 2 women on the whole team. So it's like 10 guys plus my boss and then me and this other woman. So it's you know, that's going to be a fun dynamic to have to navigate, but we'll see how it goes. And now I'm navigating traffic so I can get home and go out and have a celebratory dinner. So I think I'm going to drop and try to not get into a car wreck. But, yeah, I'm really excited. It went really, really well. And tomorrow is a brand new day. So, awesome. All right, bye. Well, so that is day 1 on the books. And it went so much better than I was afraid it was going to. And I was getting a lot of good vibes and support all through the day from everyone, and I really appreciated it. So, gosh, I don't know. It's like a whole new, you know, a whole new phase of my life is starting, and the funny thing is that, like, it was as much like any other normal day and normal, like, start of a new job that I've ever had, as it could be. Like, it, honestly, it really was just like any other, sort of day at work, and that was, like, that in itself is really amazing. So, you know, I'm gonna figure out how to stitch all these videos that I made together, and I'll post it so you guys can share with my sharing my first day together. But it was a long day, and I went and got prime rib at Wildfire to celebrate with my girlfriend, and you know, it was a pretty awesome day. So yeah, so gosh, I don't know. I guess I'll talk to you guys more about, like, you know, I'll keep you updated as things happen. But, you know, thanks for following along in my little journal video, which I don't usually do. So, this is totally the most flattering angle for me, but whatever. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.